Good morning. You start today's vlog with a close-up of my face. Lovely. I am in the car. I've just popped to Sainsbury's. We need a little restock of basic stuff. We need some more milk and bread and things like that. And I failed to get chicken for one of our meals for the week. I think maybe because we did click and collect, the chicken I ordered wasn't available and they didn't replace it. I'm not sure. Anyway, I need chicken. So that is the plan, but we're having a very quiet day today. We're not up to anything massive. The forecast was for rain, but at the moment it seems like quite a nice day. So I don't know, but we'd kind of planned with rain in mind. So we knew today was going to be a day of getting jobs and stuff done. But this afternoon I'm planning to get my sock machine out. I want to get a sample cranked up of the new self-striping colourway. So that is my plan, and I will share that with you because I know there's quite a lot of you that are interested in the circular sock machine that I've got and a few other little yarny bits to chat about as well. But for now I better go and get the shopping. I have my mask and I'm ready to go. So I picked up all the boring things at Sainsbury's, but then I also picked up a little gift for our friends that have just had a baby because I couldn't resist because it was too cute. I just got them some little bodysuits because you can never have too many bodysuits, and they're so cute. Look. Yep, very, very cute. Muslins, because again, you can never have too many muslins, and a lovely little card. One of the few that I could find that wasn't ridiculously, hideously blue, pink gendered. But I thought that was quite nice. I've still got to finish the cardigan I'm making, obviously, but I figured I can send these bits off as a little gift in advance before I get the cardigan finished. Right, so it's sock machine time, and this is my sock machine. I'll share it in a bit more detail once I've got it set up, but I need to cake up the yarn. Typical, isn't it? I've hand wound it into a ball to get it off my warping board, and now I need to cake it up in order to be able to crank it on the sock tube. But yeah, it's just how it works. It would do it from the ball, but it will mess up the tension because with the ball bouncing around, and it is quite particular about the tension. So this is the sock machine that I have. I have a circular sock machine from Ashcroft Makers. And as you can see, it's a plastic one, so it's a 3D printed circular sock machine. It's brilliant, and it is absolutely fantastic for what I use it for. Compared to the big fancy metal ones that you can get, I mean, you have to go slower on this. It's not as smooth, and it definitely takes longer, and it definitely takes a bit more getting used to the machine. And it's, as I said, it's very particular about tension. But when you consider the fact that this was easily, I don't know, probably about a quarter of the price of one of the big sock machines, when you take into account shipping from America and customs and all of that kind of thing that I would have had ordering one of the big metal ones, it is well worth it, especially for what I use it for. Yeah, right. So I need to get these caked up, as I said. So I'm going to crank up a sample of Hopeless Romantic. I knew that this skein was going to end up having to be a second because I somehow managed, when I was warping it, to completely skip a row of warping. So I'm trying to work out if this is the bit that you can see it on or not. No, maybe not. I might have cut it off actually. Oh no, it is this bit. Oops, I've dropped it now. Yeah, so look, you can see that the yarn very rapidly goes from pink to purple to dark green to light green. And then I think it even goes to yellow. Basically, I just completely skipped a section of warping, but I knew I'd done it, so it isn't a big issue. But it does mean that I've got two not two balls basically. So anyway, I'm going to use this as a sample, and then the same with this one. This one's going to be a sample of the new colourway, because I know that I miswarped the very beginning of the skein, so I just made sure that I marked it as I dyed it, and that's why it's got a cable tie on it, just so that I know which one it is. But yeah, that's going to be the other sample, and this I'm just going to use as waste yarn basically. So I better get it all set up. Right, so here we are, all set up and ready to get started. It just clamps on to a work surface. It works really well on the Kallax units. It just clamps on, and then you've got your handle which turns it. I have just put some tape around the handle because I find that the texture of the handle as it was kept making my fingers sore. And then you've got kind of the little bit here that you feed the yarn through. The needles, as you can see, they raise and lower as you turn the handle. And the yarn feeds through here. It's got a tensioning thing here. Ignore the fact I've got tape around this. Unfortunately, the yarn tensioning little bit here has sheared off. And I had repaired it with some super glue, but I knocked it the other day and it came off again, and we don't have any more super glue because it dried out. So I need to order some super glue and then I can repair that. But at the moment it's just repaired with some tape, but it's fine. It's not a big issue. I have used it with the tape on there and it worked absolutely fine. But yeah, I need to sort out a little repair job. And then all I'm going to do is pop the yarn in a bowl just to keep it sort of stable underneath the tensioning thing. But the next thing I need to do is put in this, which is I've forgotten what it's called. Is it a yarn bonnet? A sock bonnet. A sock bonnet. Basically, all of these little loops at the top hook round every other needle on here. And then I can cast straight onto this rather than having to cast the machine on. And that is actually a lot easier. So that's what I need to do first. Right, and then at this point I need to take the weight and just hook it to the bottom of the sock bonnet to apply a bit of tension and get the yarn in. We're going to just start with our scrap yarn. And I'm literally just going to wait a minute. I need to bring this round, I think, don't I? Here we go, this is where we're ready. Right, nearly there. Just hook a few more of these on. Right, so we're just gonna, now we're at that point, we're just gonna pop the scrap yarn in here. The first few stitches will be a little bit loose, but that's why you use the scrap yarn. And then we should, in theory, we just need to finish as we go round hooking these last few on. Eek, missed with that one. There we go. It's a bit fiddly. You need like a tiny crochet hook, which really helps. The first round can often be a little bit wonky as you're trying to cast it on at the same time as getting everything else on, but there we go, we're there now. So that should be it now. We should just be able to crank. There we go. I usually give it about an inch or so of the waste yarn, and then I'll start from now with the rest of the yarn. And what you're kind of seeing underneath is this is the sock bonnet. and a lot of undyed stock as well. This is the sock bonnet, and you've just got the weight on the bottom, just adding the tension on. As this gets longer, because this is obviously where the sock tube will come out, as this gets longer, I have a little clamp thingy that you then put on, and then the weight goes on this, so you can keep moving that up. I think, yeah. So now we just need to start cranking the colourway, I guess. So here's the first sock tube. I didn't crank up the entire ball because I kept dropping stitches and it was annoying me. So I've cranked up enough for a sample, and I can probably make some socks for me out of this. But yeah, it's complicated, my lovely new colourway, and I'm so pleased with how it's come out. You know what I mean. This is exactly kind of what I had pictured for this colourway. I've got the second colourway on the machine. I do love a sock machine shot. I just love the way that the colourways look when they go down into the sock machine. Anyway, I'm rambling about colourways in a sock machine. This is Hopeless Romantic. I always want to call it Hopelessly Devoted, and it's not. It's Hopeless Romantic. But I want to just get this one done, and then I can get some knitting done, hopefully.
Go!
Oh, everything got a little bit heated for a while. The boys got bored and annoyed and angry and fed up. So Tom took them out for a quick walk just to blow away the cobwebs and calm them down a little bit. I have finished with upstairs. I've just left it in chaos, but it was starting to get on my nerves because it wasn't doing quite what I wanted it to do today. I think I was just a bit tired. I seem to have Jasper's cold. Jasper's had a cold the last couple of weeks, and I'm just feeling a little bit, like sort of sinusy and a little bit heady with it. So nothing too bad, but my head wasn't in the right place to be dealing with the sock machine when it was misbehaving. So I've done enough to create some samples that I can photograph and use for the shop update and social media and all of that kind of thing. But I've left it at that. Anyway, hopefully you'll have got to see some of it. Hopefully the footage will have worked out okay. Anyway, meanwhile, the boys are playing in the garden at the moment. We have told them that they have to go out there. Mostly because I've just cleaned the sofa because it was covered in chocolate, because boys. So that I've told them they can't sit on the sofa for at least half an hour because it's wet. In all honesty, they'd probably be dry in 5 minutes time, but it gets them out, doesn't it? Anyway, I am going to sit. I am going to carry on working on the rib of my campsite cardie. I really would like to get the rib of this finished. Hope so, certainly in the next couple of days. That would be great. And then I've only got a sleeve and the button bands. It's not button bands, is it? Because I'm not putting buttons on, but you know what I mean. I've only got a sleeve of that to do. So yeah, I have a cup of tea. Not that you need to see it, but I have a cup of tea, and I'm just going to sit and hope that the boys stay outside for the next 20 minutes and I can get a little bit more done on this. Arthur is at football and Jasper is just having a tiny little bit of CBeebies before bedtime. And I am just about to start getting Tom and I's dinner prepped, and I thought I could combine it with Book of the Day and use these books as my book of the day, because I did say it wasn't all going to be kind of novels and stuff. So what we're having tonight is from this book. This is The Roasting Tin Around the World by... Oh dear, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. You can see her name just there. And we are having... Not that one. This one here. We are having jerk chicken with sweet potato, pineapple and lime. We've not had this one before, But if it's anything like the rest of the ones in these books, it's going to be delicious. We picked the original book up, this one here, The Roasting Tin, Simple One Dish Dinners, a while ago, and absolutely loved it. It is a fantastic book for anything kind of tray bakey. In fact, we're having, this is one of our favourites. Oop, I can find the right page. We're having it later in the week. It is spicy chipotle chicken wings with sweet potato wedges, coriander and lime yogurt. And we do it with the sweet corn, paprika roasted sweet corn with spring onions, feta and lime. And it is absolutely delicious. It's like going to Nando's or something, and it is amazing. So there's loads and loads of kind of recipes. It's got a real good mix of vegetarian, meat-based. It's got a fantastic bit at the beginning of the book as well, which kind of gives you ideas as to how to use the book. So basically, at the beginning of each section, so this is the fish section, it gives you like ideas of combining different meats with different flavourings and different vegetables. So you could kind of create your own as well. But all of the ones we've made from it have been absolutely delicious. And the basic concept is that you only need one dish, basically. That's a very big favourite in our household as well. So yeah, we've had this one for ages, and then we wanted to expand a little bit more because we were enjoying it so much. So we picked up the quick roasting tin, which they're all under 30 minutes. And again, they've got a real nice mix of different kind of, some of them are really super quick and easy. Some of them are a little bit more fancy, but still quick. A real mix of sort of vegetarian ones and also meat-based ones. And they're just really, really yummy. And then we picked up the Roasting Tin Around the World as well, which is a bit more global and it's broken up by kind of region of the world. But yeah, they're going to be book of the day for today. These ones, if you're looking for exploring a little bit more but still keeping your cooking simple, then I'd highly recommend these series of books.